Now we're going to go into our prepping solutions. So this is the most important part of our de-aging facial treatment, and this is removing any residue, whether it be oil, dirt, debris, or any excess cleanser that may be left on the surface of the skin. So you need to really thoroughly be prepping at the skin. Make sure that you are wiping over every area that our peel is going to be applied to. This is a process that is not to be rushed, and you need to make sure that the skin is absolutely squeaky clean. Now today we've chosen our signature treatment being the S20. It's there working on de-aging the skin. We're looking at creating what's called a surface wound, and the skin goes into an enormous regeneration process. We're stimulating collagen, elastin. We're getting the skin to be functioning at its optimal level. You can use this application in two methods. You can do it with gauze, and you can also do it with a brush application method. My first method today I'm going to be using is going to be the gauze, purely because I want to maximise the benefit out of the treatment, and it's going to help to really be more effective. Now the way this particular solution works is it tricks the surface of the skin to thinking there's a wound. It actually gets the blood flow circulating, and you get what's called a erythema response, which is a flushing of the skin. You also will see a mild frosting. Please allow me one full coat on your face before we turn the fan on, okay? If you can. And I will avoid that area.
Okay.
So you're using upward strokes to begin with. You don't need to apply a lot of pressure when using the gauze because it's already abrasive. And if there's any areas that you would like to concentrate on more, you can go back over those areas. So you can see that there is a erythema response happening there. The skin is starting to flush. Would you like the fan on? And the fan will help to take that down, that heat that comes out from the skin. You can start to see that there is small areas that are starting to frost. So the actual solution is activating. Neck's coming up beautifully. How's it feeling?
It's okay.
Yeah?
It's not too bad.
Okay. Now once the skin has frosted, you are just removing this solution with just cold water. This treatment you are always using cold compresses, cold water, everything to keep the temperature of the skin down. Salicylic is used for a variety of skin conditions, whether it be a rosacea skin, a broken capillary, skin that reddens easily, an acne skin. It's particularly beneficial for people who have any type of pigmentation, as well as anyone who is interested in de-aging and looking 10 years younger. How's it feeling in heat?
It's still, I can still feel the heat. It's not too bad. It's just mild.
I'm going to turn the fan off, and I'm going to start with the face and work my way down to the neck. So you can still see in this video that there are areas that have still frosted. It basically shows you where there is a dead cell accumulation, and this is the desired result. Leave a nice area around there. How's this feeling? Would you like the fan?
Yeah.
It is always wise if you can try and allow your therapist to have a full face coat application before turning the fan on, because the fan actually accelerates that frosting process. It speeds up what the salicylic's actually able to do. Salicylic is a natural derivative from the willow bark tree. It's extremely anti-inflammatory. It's as antibiotic as well as antiseptic to the skin. So although we can see that there is still a flushing result, that will all be quite calm by the time our client leaves this treatment today. She can definitely go on to shop, work, go out, whatever she needs to, with very little downtime. Our next step to this treatment is our masking process, which is actually incredibly unique. We're using the anti-stress mask for its calming and soothing properties. It will really help to take down any redness in the skin, as well as encouraging hydration, toning, and it's extremely calming and soothing. Our masks are based on kaolin, and kaolin obviously is a clay. Now after this type of a treatment that you're having, you don't want to be allowing the skin and the mask to be drying out completely. You want as much moisture being locked in as possible. So I always like to apply a nice cool compress. You can have your compresses in the fridge pre-made, especially if you know that you have some de-aging treatments to do throughout the day. It is always wise to have them already done, and they're just used with cold water. It allows the kaolin to work for its healing properties as well as being brightening, but at the same time it's quite calming and quite soothing to have a really nice cold compress on the face. So I've just finished taking off our mask, and I am just about to apply our post-peel moisturiser, which is ADEC. It's filled with all the vitamins that the skin needs to be in a repair and recovery mode. It can be used on all skin types and skin conditions, as well as it can be used multiple times throughout the next 3 days. What makes ADEC so unique is it's filled with vitamins A, D, E and C. So it's incredibly moisturising to the skin, as well as repairing and being anti-inflammatory, and it will allow for a much better cellular turnover. So we've applied our ADEC, and the most important process of finishing this particular treatment product is our SPF. It also contains aloe vera and vitamin E, so it's incredibly nourishing to the skin. It's non-comedogenic, and it should be used 365 days a year and reapplied. For anybody who is looking for the ultimate de-aging treatment, you always must be completing your skincare regime with our 30+. It works famously as a primer also, and you can be applying makeup straight after this particular treatment. And that finalises our de-aging facial treatment. Thank you.